Hey guys, welcome to the Super Post Show where we talk all things Marvel, DC, and Star Wars. And today I'm here to talk to you guys about some pretty bad news, not bad news, but some pretty sad news. The sad news is that Henry Cavill is out as Superman. He's not going to be in the DCU reboot that James Gunn and Peter Safran are aiming to start making into fruition as fast as the new year. So we're going to read Henry Cavill's post, and then we're going to read James Gunn's post, and then as usual, I'll give my perspective. All right. So this is Henry Cavill. All right. This is what he said, and I quote: "I have just had a meeting with James Gunn and Peter Safran, and it is sad news. Everyone, I will, after all, not be returning as Superman. After being told by the studio to announce my return back in October prior to their hire, this news isn't the easiest, but that's life. The changing of the guard is something that happens. I respect that. James and Peter have a universe to build. I wish them and all involved with the new universe the best of luck and the happiest of fortunes. For those who have been by my side through the years, we can mourn for a bit, but then we must remember Superman is still around. Everything he stands for still exists, and the examples he set for us are still there. My turn to wear the cape has passed, but what Superman stands for never will. It's been a fun ride with you all, onwards and upwards." I mean, you could tell from this message that he wrote, Henry Cavill's pretty bummed out. So here is James Gunn's response, and I quote: "Among those on the slate is Superman. In the initial stages, our story will be focusing on an earlier part of Superman's life, so the character will not be played by Henry Cavill. But we just had a great meeting with Henry, and we're big fans, and we talked about a number of exciting possibilities to work together in the future." So obviously, yesterday this shook up the comic book, world, uh, or the comic book fandom because Henry Cavill is not coming back Superman. And I want to make a couple of clear points to all of my listeners on this channel, so we're all on the same page here, okay? Now, if you've been watching my videos all year or for some time, a lot of you know I was the biggest advocate for Henry Cavill to be Superman in the new DCU. And in saying that, when I first read this, I was very upset. Yesterday my wife got me a PlayStation 5. I was mad, literally I was unboxing my PlayStation 5, and when this popped up on my Instagram feed, I legit stopped touching it. I legit got upset. But then I realized something. I realized two things. Number one, if they are going the route of, since they are going the route of having a younger Superman, that it is not a origin story, but they're kind of going into maybe year 2, year 3 Superman, kind of like what we've seen with the Batman. They can't go with Cavill. He's too old. He's about to be 40. And when you were trying to build out a 10-year plan, really a 20-year plan, it is hard to do that with someone that is 40, when the reality is a Superman movie wouldn't be done until the next 2 to 3 years, which means Cavill would be 43, 44. It would just be too much, If you are angry about Henry Cavill not coming back, there's only one man that you should blame. And it's not James Gunn, and it's not Peter Safran. It's Zack Snyder. So me personally, I don't really blame them for not using Henry Cavill for this new universe. I blame people like Zack Snyder and like the other people in the Warner Brothers camp that wasted Henry Cavill's prime. Henry Cavill was in his prime body. He was in his prime in general, and it was completely wasted. We wasted probably the greatest Superman that we're ever going to see because of drama. We wasted the greatest Superman because Zack Snyder made a movie that divided the whole entire fandom, BVS. So looking back, I really blame those people. I don't really blame Henry Cavill, but at the end of the day, this was a W. This was a win because this has to happen, And these are the hard conversations that had to be had, because the reality is, to restart universe, and in my opinion, I think Pattinson's Batman going to be in there, which makes sense to why they're doing a Batman year 2. So yeah, I am not shocked. The only question I have is, if Cavill's out, is Gal Gadot out? I don't know. We all know that Jason Momoa is probably going to be making a change to becoming Lobo. Who's going to be Aquaman? So yeah, there's still a lot of question marks on where they're going to go, but I am very interested to see how they're going to form this next slate. And guys, we'll know because January is when they're going to start making a lot of announcements. So yeah, guys, that's how I feel. It sucks, but it had to happen. It might seem like an L right now, but in the grand scheme of things, it will be a W. And yes, the next Superman is probably not going to be as good as Henry Cavill is or look as perfect as Henry Cavill looked, but I do think that they're going to do something special. So yeah, tell me what you guys think about this. I know a lot of you are angry. I was really watching some of the listeners on this channel's tweets, and people are pretty angry. But guys, like and subscribe, show some love, and just comment so we can talk in that conversation about the Superman stuff. All right, love you guys. Peace out.